Before showing you interesting table where we have the words in one sentence, Shabbat, Israel, Shabbat and Israel, and the seventh day, which is Sabbath. Amazing. Yeah, one sentence, Shabbat, Israel, on the seventh day. And then we see some more words connected, but before let us see what the Kabbalah, the Zohar said of the first word in the Torah, Bereshit, in the beginning. So lot idea behind, but you go into what the Zohar says, few interesting ideas. The first thing, the letters Bereshit are the same letter like Yere Shabbat, fear of Shabbat. What is the connection Bereshit with fear of Shabbat, keeping Shabbat, to do with the word, beginning of the word? So it is very interesting, the idea of the famous Or HaChaim, the Or HaChaim. He brings very interesting comment on the verse that we say on Shabbos. The Torah says, Ki sheshet yamim asa Hashem et hashamayim et haaretz. 6 days God did heaven and earth. But this is not the exact translation, because it's not written Besh sheshet yamim. It's not written in 6 days. It's written 6 days God created heaven and earth. So he says, amazing idea fits with the idea of Einstein, that the time is fixed and we are going around it. So there are 6 days only in the world. How? There are more, 6,000. But the idea is that Sabbath gives energy, power to the world to carry on, and then other Sabbath. So Sabbath, the world really, there are only 6 days, and those 6 days are depending on the keeping of Shabbos. This is why Yirei Shabbat Bereshit, that means the beginning of Bereshit is Rosh Bait, as you see here on the last part, the beginning of the house, of the world. So it depends on Shabbos, because Shabbos gives the energy, the power to it to carry on. This is why the God did the world round, the Zohar says before, a long time ago, the Zohar says that the world is round, goes around, and when it's up night, down is day. The opposite, when it's up day, why? So that it will not be a second, the people will not learn Torah. So when the people in the state are sleeping in Israel, they learn Torah, Amazing, because without Torah, the world will not be able to exist. So this is why the word Genesis, the beginning, Yirei Shabbat, and also Reshit, beginning, is the same letter like Israel, because we have a rule in Hebrew that letters which come from the same source of the mouth, like guttural, or letters come from the lips, or from the tongue are changeable. So Taf come from the tongue, Lamed also from the tongue. So therefore Israel, and the same, Israel is the beginning. This will be the Midrash, which says that God created the word Bereshit for Israel, which is called Reshit, for the Torah, which is called Reshit. And then we have Bereshit, is the beginning of the house. So now let us see the table, unbelievable table. So you have here, in one sentence, Shabbat, and Israel. Shabbat and Israel, and the seventh day of Shabbos. Then we have down in blue, Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, because peace depends on keeping the Sabbath, definitely. Then you have Geulah, redemption, and then we have very interesting 2 words. Neshama Yetera, extra soul. In people, Shabbat, keep Shabbos. They have extra soul on Shabbos. And you have it exactly here, extra soul. Then you have very important sentence in the Torah. Shmor mitzvotai v'torah, to keep my mitzvot and my Torah. Look, and you will feel really that God gave you the Sabbath. Interesting indication that by keeping the Shabbat, properly, like we have really feeling emotion about the Shabbos. Re'u, see. You can see the Shabbos. You can see the understanding of feeling and knowing about it. And if you keep it, you have your minimal in the Torah, Messiah, in plural, son of Joseph, son of David. And you have interesting date here. Yeah, it is the date of the Khatam Sofer. We say that the process of Messiah will start from Me'ashpot Yarim Evion. This is very famous verse in Psalms. From the refuge God will lift up the needy. And this says Khatam Sofer, Me'ashpot, those letters of Me'ashpot are exactly like the word of, as we saw clearly. So this is exactly what you have here. So very, very interesting table, as we said. And this is, let us go back to it to see it, because something came in the middle, but let us see now the whole picture again. And this is what we saw. First, the words of Bereshit, fear of Shabbos, Israel, Bereshit, the beginning of the house. And then we saw amazingly, Sabbath in Israel, the seventh day, bring peace, redemption, extra soul. By keeping the Sabbath, you will see the Sabbath. God gave you the Sabbath. And now you can see it. It means seeing is also feeling, knowing, right? And by emotion, and people who read on Shabbos, who keep Shabbos, can feel clearly differently that every day. Then you have Meshichim, also on the same line, keeping the Shabbos, the mitzvahs, bring you Messiah, son of Joseph, son of David. And the date which are coming very interesting, because Me'ashpot, this date is the beginning of the process of Messiah, according to Khatam Sofer, 190 years ago. He brings in his book on the Torah, and this is a verse in Tehillim, Me'ashpot, Yarim Evion, from the refuse, it means being for very low level, unfortunately we are now, God will lift us up, and this will be a process. We're going to sabbatical next year, and then now, Motzei Shabbat. So it means all this is a very important teaching, but definitely the condition is with Hashem. If you sanctify yourself because I am good, you should keep all the laws of the Torah and you do them, then you will have redemption, Geula, and Messiah, son of Joseph, son of David. Amazing. So all these two tables really means a unbelievable Zohar about really, on one word, Genesis, Bereshit. Fear of Shabbos is a basis of creation. No Shabbos, no creation. Then, beginning, this is Israel should know the important Golin, the word. And then Bereshit is the beginning of the house. And the fearing of Shabbat is the most important for the word to carry on. And this is why the Satan, the leftists in Israel, are against the Sabbath, against the Torah, Lapid, and Lieberman, all these are against them. There's the question of Shabbos, transport on Shabbos. This is the end of the world. So, very interesting, and really extra soul, extra soul. In fact, our rabbis tell us that on Shabbos people are different. Yeah, it means that somebody of the mundane is different on Shabbos. There is interesting law that we are 7 days Sheva Brochas. After the wedding, there are still 7 days of joy and happiness. According to the law, you must always have new face. One person with new face is okay. Should not be those people who are in the wedding. But on Shabbos, no, not necessary. Because the people are new face, there is a story, amazing story, real story. That's one of the great rabbis, Hasidim. On Shabbos he was taller than the everyday Mamash. They looked at him, said, "Oh, it's unbelievable. This one look taller than every day, right? Because the Shabbos had such amazing effect on men, yeah. It's written that on Shabbos, even the appetite is greater, yeah. because it goes together, you know, the physical and spiritual are connected, what you call it psychosomatic in English, whatever it is. So Shabbos is differently, yeah? And this is what you have here, Shabbos and Israel on the seventh day, Shabbat Shalom, the Shichim on the same line. It must be the best meeting of this, which is this, I told you many times, this is a table based on Dr. Rottenberg plan, and he said if it is best meetings, if it is minimal, Meshichim is minimal, yeah. And unbelievable, phenomenal. So, let us have a good Shabbos, really. Those who keep the Shabbos, hoping that they will have also extra neshama, will have different feeling on the Shabbos. So, as I said, this is what the Torah tells us. Keep the Shabbos, the new redemption. Keep the Shabbos, you have extra soul, you have peace. In peace to the whole world. Then you have Meshichim, son of Joseph, son of David. And this all indicated in the first word in the Torah. So, let us have a good Shabbos. And hoping the Jews will keep the Shabbos. You know, our rabbis tell us if the Jews will keep 2 Shabbos, Messiah will come. Some say 1 Shabbos. But whatever it is, difficult. No, we have such people in the government who are so much against Judaism, against Torah. But the time will come, the Rambam says that Israel will not be redeemed unless they do tshuva, repent. But the Rambam says, but they will do, the Torah promises they will do, but no, who knows if it will not be Iran or a terror and all these terrible troubles the Jews are going now through. So, let us have a good Shabbos, Shabbos of peace, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbos we shall hope, we keep it properly, then we'll have Messiah, son of Joseph, son of David, then we have redemption, and really happiness and joy to Israel and to the whole world.